I'm going to try to help here. What'd you say? Here. Trying to get the water line hole, the hole through 4 feet deep. Actually 4'6".
So Owen is here today with the backhoe, and we are still trying to find that elusive water line connection. We're trying to find where it comes in from the meter and splits off to the barn and to the house. So Tom is supervising. While we have all of this open ditch, we talked to our networking advisor, aka my dad, and he suggested that we put a Cat 6 cable in this ditch. My plan was to use like a wireless bridge to connect the house to the barn to get our signal out here, but he said wired is always better. So we stopped by Mountain Home Security here in town, and they happen to have enough ready to bury cable for us to use, and they're so awesome. They not only did they sell us the cable, but they also let us borrow Jesse, who is one of their installers, for a couple of hours. And he came out, put the cable in the ditch for us, put ends, put the cap on each end, the connector, so that we could plug it in. We didn't have to do anything ourselves, so cannot recommend them highly enough. They were wonderful. They kind of dropped what they were doing and came out to help us with our project. So if you see Jesse around town, give him a big pat on the back because he deserves it. So once we got that in, now we're just kind of at the mercy of the backhoe today. Tom is keeping close eye with Owen, trying not to hit the electrical line today. That's the main goal. Of course, in addition to finding the water line. Meanwhile, while Tom's supervising, I gotta work on this mess. This is the price of progress, though. We had a couple guys working on redecking the second floor and tearing out all the old plumbing. So I guess my task this morning is to get all of this onto the trailer to haul it up to the dumpster. Looks like a fun day. you working on today?
Yeah. I'm going to try to empty the septic tank / future hot tub. All right, so today's the big day. We're going to find the bottom of this tank. We know it's pretty deep. It's like 4 feet deep. We bought this little pump mechanism from Home Depot. We had to order it. It's to be drill heads to be screwed down to a board so it doesn't spin. But what we do is, and we got a small little hose. And if this works like I'm thinking, we throw this in there and it'll just start sucking the water out.
But is it gonna squirt all over you?
No, it should just kind of spray that way.
Okay.
And it was primed from upstairs. I primed it with water from a bucket. So we'll just kind of, here, let's put it over here. Had it kind of run downhill. Can you see it, honey? There's a way to lock that handle.
Yeah, that would be nice. So we decided we didn't have all day to sit here and hold this
Hold
drill.
the button in.
So
We're gonna wire it. Put a rock on it so it doesn't flip.
good idea.
Hands-free operation.
All right, you want to tell us about all that mess behind you?
Yes.
What's going on?
So you'll see a lot of piles of dirt. Come on over and let me show you. So where these little where the green boxes are at, so the main line coming from the house ran right through there all the way out to the pole by the street. That part of the electrical conduit was kind of exposed. You could actually see it sticking out of the ground. So our electrician said, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into that. That's the 200 amp line running to the house. I'm going to tap into that, and then we're going to run it down to the barn. And that'll be we'll put in a panel in the barn, but coming off of this line. So they started digging, they dug up the line, and they got not very far, about where that metal stake is kind of sticking out of the ground, and they hit the water line. And the water line goes kind of across that other ditch that kind of goes sideways, and the water line was only about that deep. So they said, well, your electrical line is supposed to be at 2 feet deep. Your water line is supposed to be at 4 feet deep. That's a problem. So you better just go ahead and get that water line down to 4 feet deep. Now's the time. And I think what happened is you can see this hill that's eroded. So what's really happened is that maybe that water line at one point was 4 feet deep, but with the erosion of this hill, it became more exposed. So what we did is we followed this water line all the way back towards the house over to where that hydrant is at, and that's about where we got down to a 4-foot depth. So he said, okay, we'll cut the line, we'll splice it, and we will put in a new, that's where our new water line will start. So the hydrant is it's actually nice to have a hydrant so we can have water, but it's also a indicator of where the splice is between the old line and the new line. So if we ever have a leak, we know, go to the hydrant, that's where it's leaking. So then we took that line and we ran it from there all the way this new ditch here. Here, if you want, honey, come on around this way. You can kind of see.
So Where we left you last on the video, you were trying to guide Owen
Oh yeah.
to find where the actual line came in,
Yeah.
the water line, right?
Yeah, so if you come up here and you can kind of see. So what we did is we abandoned the old water line. We ran a new water line from that hydrant. We put this new hydrant in. We ran it all the way into the barn. Okay. Now the problem was that old line was still going up the hill. So we had to somehow find out where it went to the meter. And then also there was another line that came down and ran down into the barn. Well, we had to shut that one off because, in other words, have just our new lines running for the water. So
we had to find the
you want to come up? Yeah, let's go up. Let's go up on the hill
connection.
here. So watch your step, and I think here we can jump across and. You want to come? Okay. You want to come across and see?
Yeah.
Oh. Come way over here, honey. This shows all the different raceways going different directions, so. So again, yeah, if you look up here, it's kind of a mess, but you'll see the main line we ran down there all the way to the barn. Well, the old line came right down this ditch right here and ran way over here. And that was the line we had to then expose and abandon the old line. So we're digging. Oh my gosh, it's angling towards the electrical. We were very careful. We did hit the conduit for the electrical. We didn't break the wires, so we got to get our electrician back out here to fix this for us. But you can see right next to it is where it crossed under. That's where we tapped into the old line. And the old line, if you can, let's go up this way so you don't fall. So here's the old line. The old line actually, if you can see, I'm going to jump down in there, I'll point. If you come way over here, see this junction right, this coupling? So the old line came all the way over to here, boom. One line went to the barn that way, the other line went that way up the hill and to the meter at the street. So we chopped this loose. We connected this line to our new water line. So now we have a water line coming from the meter, feeding our new water line that goes down and taps into the line that goes to the house and the barn. There's a hydrant right on top of it. So there's this joint, we're going to put a metal stake or something just to identify that coupling in case there's ever a leak or anything. But we have one coupling, one at the other hydrant, one at the other hydrant. It's really clean, and everything will be buried at 4 feet deep as far as the water line. So we should be better off. If we hadn't discovered that, what would have happened is we're getting ready to start using the house and our water line. At 1 foot deep, it would have froze, and we would have wondered why our water wasn't working. And then we'd come out in the yard and we'd see a leak. So, it was actually, our plumber was looking out for us. He said, you know, this is the time to do it. You already got excavating equipment out here. Now the other thing we have to do too is we know we have to run, we're leaving these ditches open for right now, because if you see that telephone pole over there with the transformer on it, we're gonna have to run another electrical line all the way to the house. And we'll probably come this way. We'll probably use some of these trenches to get down to the house. So our plumbers, he'll be, or not our plumber, electrician will be back. We'll talk to him about that, see if we can get that run. We'll probably run the electrical into the building where the septic line comes out. I can show you. I don't know, let's walk over this way, honey.
But look what we found in the digging.
Oh my gosh. We hit a bunch of rocks.
All these giant rocks. So you may use them to build a retaining wall somewhere.
Retaining wall or some steps or something.
Yeah, maybe some steps down this hill.
You want to show them what else we discovered over here? Did we already do that? I'm not sure.
I don't think we did that.
So when we had our excavator out here, we had him for a whole day and he was here. He had a couple, we found the water line. We were pretty much done with that project. It was like, well, we got a couple hours. So we said, you know, we've wanted to find, we know we on some old pictures, we could see a wall here. We could see a wall and a thing here on the bottom, like a little ledge on the bottom. So this was buried up to here under a foot or more of dirt. So we had them dig all this out and look what we discovered. There's actually a little wall here coming out. So coming out from our courtyard now, we'll have to clean it up a little bit more, but we have a little walkway with a little natural wall right here.
Yeah,
And
maybe we try to move some more of these little pieces of shale over into this pathway.
yeah, put some more rock down in here.
Do you think on this right side here
Yeah,
that we use some rocks?
we could.
Would you put them up high or would you put them at the bottom of it?
Yeah, maybe it just follows like, I mean, you almost could follow here and kind of maybe create a wall here
Along
that
the
kind of
top
matches
it?
the wall there. So you have like a kind of a wall on both sides. I don't know, that's my thought. I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so there's some things going. All of our freaking weeds came back.
All of them. That thistle
Don't know
is
what
tough.
to do with that hill.
I don't know.
If anybody has any ideas, post them in the comments.
Yeah, we're not sure.
'Cause, we don't know what to do.
One thought we had is you can see there is some old mortar in here. The other thing, we could clean it out and put mortar in here and like plug all the holes up. And there's no place for the stuff to go through.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. Just
Yeah.
kind of cover it up. It looks like it used to be that way at one time.
Okay, what were you going to show us? Something about the electrical where it's going to go
Oh,
into the building?
yeah.
So right now we have 200 amps running to the building,
Yeah.
but we're siphoning off about 100 amps to the barn, right?
Yeah, right. So we need to run another 200 amp service out here.
Has to be the same
Same
amount
size,
that's already.
same general length. What we'll do is that pole over there, we'll run from that pole all the way over here. Now the other line comes right across here and goes into the building under 20 feet of dirt. To try to find that and dig that out is just probably not a good idea because you'd have to find it. It's going to be really hard digging. Over here on this side, come this way, honey. So we already got the ditches. We could come down this ditch here, come across and see where see where the white pipe is sticking out. That's a clean out valve for our septic. So what we're thinking is we just come in there. We have to trench into the house anywhere in that spot. So we'll just come into the house there, boom, and we're right in the utility room is right around the corner there. So that's our thought right now.
That makes sense.
So that's why we're going to leave the ditches open till our electrician comes back and we try to figure out how we can get from there. We'll probably come and just follow this line all the way down. We'll just cut across, boom, right over to there and just come right in the building. So,
Sounds like a plan.
yeah, maybe. And that's still running. Boy, I wonder I bet that's getting pretty low by now. I can't even see water. Should we go down and look?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see how deep it is. Each one of those holes is an inch, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, maybe 27, 28 inches deep. However, the whole thing is about 4 feet deep because it's already, you know, we're down 2 feet already. So we believe it's like a 4 foot deep tank roughly. About, we measured, do you remember? Like 10 feet by
Maybe 6 or
6 or 8 feet.